Are we right side up? Get right side up. Good afternoon, ladies and gentle germs. Pay no attention to the mess to the left of me. Today, we are talking about the Sony XM4s, the WF XM4s, WF-1000 XM4s. Sony, get your together. But not only that, we are comparing them with the XM3s. The XM3s, I love the sound of. I love the seal. They're my favorite headphones I've ever owned. Wireless earphones I've ever owned. However, the XM4s have not been received quite as well because of their, how shall we say, Beats syndrome. They have too much bass. And I'm okay with that if they're not on like my main like critical listening headphones, which they're not. I usually use them at work in the gym, and I have an Android, so a system-wide equalizer can just drop the bass down a little bit. We're going to see if that helps, and just get first impressions. So to do that, I'm going to wear a GoPro on my head. What I'm really going to look for is if I can get the XM4s to sound similar to the XM3s in terms of neutral sound and sound accuracy or sound quality. Obviously, it's hard to know exactly what's accurate and what isn't because we weren't there when the music was recorded. But we're going to get as close as we can. Okay. Is that about right? Boom, we're recording. Are we right side up? Oh, come on. Okay. XM4s. These are the XM3s. These are the first, like, wireless earphones I've ever had, so the bulkiness never really bothered me because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything else. But we're going to see how the XM4s fare. I've heard that they are better in terms of comfort and size, but not as accurate in the sound department. I love the packaging. It is all paper. I shouldn't have ripped that. Oh well, because I might want to return these. The case is much smaller than the XM3s. That is one thing that even bothered me. Even though I don't usually put headphones in my pockets, the case was still pretty bulky. But much better on the XM4s. I did try the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro because of Crinical's review on them and his review on these XM4s. Great video, by the way. If they fit your ears, I can wholeheartedly recommend them. I just got back from returning them because they didn't fit my ears and I couldn't get a good seal. The passive isolation is pretty terrible, and so it just left the music feeling very hollow, which was unfortunate because it sounded like the quality was better than the XM3s, which I really wish I could have got a good seal. I tried all the different ear tips. I just couldn't get it to work. So here we are with the XM4s. I can already tell, holy smokes, if they aren't smaller, I'll be shocked because look at the size just compared to these right here. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's check it out. Boom. I can't tell if they're smaller, actually. They are really packed in there. Oof. Look smaller? Do they look smaller to you guys? I guess they're smaller. Yeah, they're definitely smaller. The case does not feel great. It it feels pretty cheap. But that's not what we get the headphones for. In fact, the XM3s feel nicer. They feel way too big, but they do feel nice. Okay, the case is already dead, and I haven't even charged them once. So the reason I'm upgrading from the XM3s is because they've crapped out almost. I have already replaced the batteries in the earpieces, and the case no longer holds a charge. It'll charge them back up like maybe once, and then it'll think it has juice left, and then it's like, just kidding, I'm dead. Like you saw just now, it's at 5%, and I've only charged the earphones back up once. These are really weird to get out. Oh, I can already tell the seal is much better on these. That's the sound the hinge makes. Switch to another device, XM4. Okay. Allow. Another thing about the Samsung ones is I had to install like 2 apps to get it to work. And like, the apps are okay, but I don't feel like I should have to do that. I am excited about the XM4s having LDAC. Alright, let's play a song that I'm familiar with from Amazon, since it has lossless. Oh yeah, FTP, that is... Oh wow. Yeah. That's a lot of bass. Too much. Let's check out the other ear tips. Oh, are all these foam? I don't like foam ear tips, but I have some extra rubber ones that should fit. So, I think these are from my XM3s. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not crazy about the... feel of the memory foam ear tips. I don't know why. Immediately not getting as good a fit with the rubber ones, which is weird. I got the bass under control. If you just drop the low mids and the high lows, then you can get it to sound pretty good. Come on, Sony, you can make a better case than this. It's not good. Maybe these ear tips are just smaller. Oh, they are. What size are those then? Oh, there are 4 sizes. Okay, let's try the ear tips that I have on my XM3s. Because these are smaller than the ones I have on my XM3s right now. That's why I didn't feel like I was getting as good of a seal. I'm surprised that the XM4s didn't come with as many ear tips, especially since they're so much more expensive than the XM3s. Okay, now it sounds super quiet. Why does it keep... I was having this problem with the Samsung Buds 2 Pro as well. They just sounded super quiet, and now these sound super quiet. In this one, there's high female vocals, mid female vocals, very low sub bass, and a lot of times all at the same time. Okay. I got goosebumps just there. I'm trying to figure out which equalizer is better to use, the Sony one or the system-wide one. I'm leaning toward the system-wide one because it's a little finer. It's really hard for me to tell, now that I've got them dialed in, if they sound as good or not. Okay. I think I've got them to the point where they sound as good as the XM3s. You have to do that with an equalizer, and the one in the Sony app is not good enough. I'm gonna try with the ear tips that came with them one more time. On services like Spotify, where you can't get lossless audio, DSEE is absolutely... it's a must in my opinion. I wonder if it has a widget. Okay, let's try that out over here. That's terrible. Okay, but I'll just put it on my second screen, and we'll be good to go. Let's try something up. Oh, yeah, okay, this is a good one. Yeah. Okay. I'm always afraid the foam ones are gonna start smelling bad quicker than the rubber ones. So, what are my first impressions of these bad boys? If you're used to the XM3s, will the XM4s stack up? Good news. Yes, I think so. I think I have a red square on my face. I think the XM4s can sound as good as the XM3s. Right out of the box, no. You're going to have to tone down that bass a little bit. I would recommend dropping the high lows and the low mids just a notch or two, and you're going to have to feel it out to see what sounds best to you. The low lows and the mid lows seem to be fine. They are a little louder than the XM3s, but if you get rid of that muddying area at the top of the lows, then it sounds fine. Especially getting LDAC is a big plus. The XM3s did not have LDAC, so if you can dial it in, just take a few minutes to really tune it, then I think you'll be very happy with the XM4s. Definitely should go with the medium ear tips, although I'm not as big a fan of the foam ear tips. I'm probably gonna try to find some rubber ones to replace them with. I cannot get over. I can't. Just listen to this. What? Come on, Sony. What? Huh? When these came out, they were like $280. Sony, what? What is you doing? Oh, baby, what is you doing? What is you doing, Sony? I can't tell you how horrible this case feels. It's just, oh man, you know what? I don't know what it is about good earphones, unless the Buds 2 Pro fit you. The case has to be so bad. Like, look at this chungus. It's as big as the palm of my hand. What? Why? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and charge them. I don't think these have wireless charging, which I couldn't care less about. I don't charge anything wirelessly. It's less efficient. It's slower. I just don't see the point. Although when I had an iPhone, MagSafe was pretty cool. It wasn't bad for wireless. Well, these are definitely good enough to keep. I'm pretty happy with these. I definitely feel a lot better with these than I did the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Okay, maybe it's not just Sony that Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Is it just me, or is that a long name? WF. Has my hair been like that the whole time? How embarrassing. WF 1000 XM4. 10 syllables. Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Okay, so it is shorter. There's more letters, but as far as syllables, it's shorter. Cool. Anything else? How long have I been recording? 40 minutes? Jeez. This is gonna be a pain in the butt to edit. So, for people that liked the Sony XM3s, I think if the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro fit you, that you will be extremely happy with them. I think the sound on those, from what I was able to hear, is better than the XM4s. However, if they don't fit you very well, or you just really want to stick with Sony, then the XM4s, you can tune it to get them to sound as good, in my opinion, in my first impression, as the XM3s. Man, the XM3s, that's a difficult spot to live up to. But, okay, I gotta end this video. Cheesy, crazy. In conclusion, the XM4s do not sound as good as the XM3s out of the box. With some finagling with your EQ, I think you can get them to sound as good as the XM3s after a little fine-tuning. You're gonna have to figure out what sounds best to you. In my opinion, I think you should drop the high lows and the low mids, just to keep it from getting muddied and keep the bass from bleeding into those mids and kind of overshadowing them. The XM4s also support LDAC, which is really cool, especially if you use a lossless streaming service. DSEE on these earphones are fantastic, especially if you use Spotify or a lossy streaming service. These are going to be fantastic. The XM3s also had DSEE. I think all of Sony's current earphones have DSEE, which really just bumps it up a little bit in quality. It is, but you can tell if you're really careful and you really listen. I think I'm going to end it right there. Be sure to be kind to someone today. Listen to some good music, and I will see you next time. Peace.